there any newcomers, guys? Yes, newcomers. This is my faculty details and admin details. I'm pasting the URL, guys. Next, these are the backup videos, guys. You can happily continue in this batch, no problem. Yes, boss. Okay. Shall we revise what we discussed in yesterday's class? Are you with me, boss? Yeah. Yesterday, mainly we started Spring Core module, boss. Yeah. We understood there are two types of frameworks based on the mode of the application development we do. One is invasive, other one is non-invasive. Invasive means what? All application classes. What, guys? All application classes for which framework project we are developing are tightly coupled with that framework API. That means the classes developed by programmer as classes of the project or classes of the application either should implement framework API interfaces or should extend from framework API classes. That means they are tightly coupled with the framework API. What non-invasive framework says, hey programmer, come to me, use me and stay with me forever. Don't dare to leave me. You want to write same logic in another project using another framework, develop there from scratch. You cannot think about taking these classes and using there because you are bound to me. You are tightly coupled with me. Struts is the invasive framework, guys. That means it does not support POSO and POSI model programming. Other side, what we got? Non-invasive. Non-invasive says what? The classes you are developing for project or application are loosely coupled with the framework API. These classes need not to implement or extend from framework API class and interfaces. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Need not to implement or extend from our framework API interfaces or classes. What do you say, my dear? Come on. Here, the resources or classes of the application will be as POSO classes. That means ordinary classes without any specialities. What this framework says, guys, come to me, use me. I know you never leave me, but if you want to leave it. Because your classes are ordinary classes, they are not bound with me, they are not tightly coupled with me, they are very much loosely coupled. Take your classes, use in another framework. There also you don't like it, take your classes, use in another framework. Both the frameworks you didn't like, come back and use me again. Spring Hibernate, Spring Boot, JSF, all these are what? Non-invasive frameworks, guys. Then I have given small introduction to Spring, guys. What is the type? JWE framework. Vendor is this, team name is Pivotal Team. Open source framework. Creator is Rod Johnson. So some FAQs we discussed, okay. And Spring is having basic module and extension modules. And some modules supporting microservices. Some modules supporting microservices, some modules supporting extra additional facilities. Some basic modules are there supporting basic operation of any project. Okay, then we discussed about Spring Core module, guys. Okay, but before that I said, we are going to learn in Spring. We are going to learn Spring in 4 ways, right? Four, using XML driven configuration. That means instruction to Spring container will be given. Instructions to Spring container will be given using XML files. XML plus annotation. Some instructions will be given through XML. Some instructions will be given through annotation. 100% code-driven configuration. Every instruction will be given through Java. Spring Boot. It's another approach, guys. Come on. It's another approach. Same as approach 3, some extra facilities are there. What are those extra facilities? Auto configuration. What do you mean by auto configuration? Based on the jars you added, some classes automatically become Spring Bean. That is a specialty of Spring Bean, boss. Okay. Spring Boot is basically, approach 3 plus auto configuration. What is auto configuration? Okay. Based on the jar files added to the projects, certain predefined classes automatically become Spring Bean, and also injections takes place. Also, dependency management takes place. What do you mean by dependency management, guys? Assigning dependent class object to target class object or not? Yes, Spring is popular because of auto configuration, guys. Approach 3, all instruction through Java statement, but that is not highlight of what? Spring Boot. Highlight of Spring Boot is auto configuration. Based on the setup and jars of the jar file, some classes become automatically Spring Bean. Okay, their objects will be created and managed by Spring Container, and dependency management happens on those classes automatically. You need not to give instructions to container also. Container becomes self-intelligent. Come on. To decide classes as Spring Bean from the jars, to assign one object to another object through dependency management. Yes or no? Okay, I will tell a small real life example to understand auto configuration. Someone dressed up with formals. Shoe is polished. Okay, hairing is done very politely. Polite means polite looking, professional looking. Iron shirt or iron trouser is taken. That to formal dress he has wore. Okay, do you need to tell to everyone I am going to interview? Or you are self-intelligent to recognize that he is going for interview? You are self-intelligent. To know yourself that he is going for interview, right? Same thing. Auto configuration is also same thing, guys. Come on. You need not to tell, I need this, take this class as Spring Bean, assign that object to this object. Based on the jars it observed, it will make certain predefined class as Spring Beans, and certain dependency management automatically takes place, guys. If it is a web application, Tomcat server comes automatically. Come on. Some classes automatically become Spring Bean. Some assignments automatically happens, boss. That is the beauty of what? Auto configuration. Yes or no? You are there in company, guys. Every 1 hour, someone is going away and talking on the call half an hour to 45 minutes, that too continuous in English. You need not to tell to team members, he is trying for another job. Everyone understand he is trying for another job. When you get call from parents, family member, friends, we will talk in front of others only. Number 1. He is moving away from the team and talking to other person continuously in English. Okay. So that means what? He is definitely trying for another job, right? Okay. Right. So that kind of self-intelligence is there for Spring Boot, guys. Spring will do everything, but everything you should tell. This class should be Spring Bean. This is target. This is dependent. But Spring Boot is self-intelligent. Self-intelligent is like robo technology kind of thing. Understanding my statement? I think you got the clear-cut idea what is the difference between Spring and Spring Boot. Spring framework is not that much self-intelligent. Spring Boot is very much self-intelligent. Okay, this line. This module gives two Spring containers. One is Bean Factory and application context. Okay. To perform Spring Bean's lifecycle management and dependency management. Everyone concentrate, guys. Spring Bean lifecycle management means what? If you give one class to Spring container, take it as Spring Bean. Loading that class, creating object, managing object, destroying object, everything is done by Spring container. If you drop fish into aquarium, food, water, ventilation, oxygen, everything will be taken care by aquarium. If you drop a kid into hostel, which hostel? Residence school, boarding school, right? Okay, guys, boarding school. Understanding my point? Akshay Bu said there are two types. One is Bean Factory, one is application context. Boarding school, guys. Everything required for that kid will be taken care by whom, guys? Boarding school only. So boarding school is like container. Kid is like what? Spring Bean, guys. Everyone got it? Next. Dependency management, guys. What do you mean by dependency management? It not only manages Spring Bean's life cycle, boss. Whenever required, it assigns dependent class object to target class object. So that target class can use the dependent object however you want, wherever you want. Because container only arranging dependent class object to target class object. Convinced, boss? Suppose I have given Flipkart and DTDC class to Spring container. Telling to Spring container, Flipkart is my target class, DTDC is my dependent class. Why, sir? Flipkart needs DTDC service for courier system. Come on. So that's why Flipkart is target class, DTDC is dependent class. Okay, how Spring container performs dependency management and life cycle management. Understanding my point? Okay, in future, I will talk difference between Bean Factory and application context container. For the time being, you remember, Bean application context container is extension of. Are you understanding my point? Bean Factory container. Extension of Bean Factory container. Today you remember, it's a big question and answer. I will give 10 differences between Bean Factory and application context container in the coming days. First we spend few days with Bean Factory container, then we will move to what? Application context container. Till that time, just remember, application context is advanced container, Bean Factory is basic container. Is that clear? Okay. Okay, there is order of learning, respect that order. If you excite, useless. If you excite or if I excite, useless. There is an order. Definitely in that order, we will study everything. Now listen, guys. If I give Flipkart and DTDC classes towards Spring container, who loads both the classes? Spring container. Who creates object for both the classes? Spring container. Who assigns DTDC class object to Flipkart object? Spring container. Loading classes, creating object, managing object, destroying objects. Life cycle management. Assigning dependent class object to target class object. Dependency management. Come on. Keeping dependent class object ready for target class object is dependency management. Everyone understood my statement, guys? Okay. Dependency management internally uses life cycle management. Without life cycle management, there is no dependency management. Everyone got the clarity, guys? Whatever you missed yesterday, just now I revised. Copy, file, new, save. Spring Core module, September 7th. Don't worry, every day 5 minutes to 10 minutes, the revision will be there. But it does not mean you miss the class. 1 hour, 40-minute session you cannot get in 10 minutes, but still read the document and attend. Starting 5 to 10-minute session, maximum problems will be avoided. Okay. Yeah, you will get backup videos also, don't worry. When it is 100% also, blur effect is coming. Just a minute. I want that code here. Got it. I have done screenshot. I have taken. No, let's not take snipper shot. Let's take normal selection. Open it. Done. Paste it. Yes, guys. Now listen. Right. You will get old notes from Facebook. You will get application from GitHub. You will get notes from Google Classroom. Multiple things. Whatever I talked, I will give. Yes, boss. Everyone. Dependency management. It is all about keeping dependent class object ready for target class object. Ready for target class object. So target class can use the services of dependent class while executing its own services. While executing its own business methods, it can also execute the business methods of dependent class or not. While executing its own business methods, it can also execute the business methods of dependent class or not. Come on. Ready for target class object. So the target class can use the services of dependent class while executing its own services. Fine. Listen, two types of dependency. Two types of dependency management. Okay, listen guys. It is also called as IOC. Dependency management is also called as IOC. IOC means inversion of control, guys. Why it is named as it? Leave it. Dependency management is nothing but IOC. Why it is named like that, I will explain later. Inversion of control. Okay, guys. Now listen. Two types of dependency management, boss. One is dependency lookup. What is that? One is dependency lookup. Other one is dependency injection. One is dependency lookup. Other one is dependency injection. Dependency. Everyone getting my point, guys? Come on. Dependency lookup, dependency injection. Super. Tell me. Dependency lookup, guys. Okay, now listen. Here, target class spends time and writes logic to search and get the dependent class object. Everyone getting my point? Spends time and writes logic to search and get the dependent class object. It is not readily available for the target class object bus. Target has to spend time. Number one. Number two, I'll take one real life example. You joined in a course. You requested for course material. Then course material is delivered to you. Student is the target class. Course material is dependent class. Is it coming automatically when you join the course? No. You are asking for it. You are requesting for it. Then it is delivered. So it is dependency lookup or not. Lookup means searching and getting. Lookup operation is nothing but searching and getting. Come on, that's the English meaning. So here target class will search for dependent class object and gets a dependent class object. Okay, next one. Here target class pulls dependent class object. It will search somewhere and it will pull it to target class object or not. Come on. Is not automatically assigned. Target class has to spend some time, has to write some logic to search and get dependent class object. Understanding my point? Okay. The target class here, the target class should spend time and should write some logic to search and get dependent class object from various resources. Okay. Should write some logic to search and get dependent class object from various resources or various places. Okay. Now listen. Target class searches for dependent class object and pulls it to target class object. Example, come on. Example, real life example. Student getting course material, okay, by asking for it, by requesting for it. Requesting means searching and asking only, na boss. By requesting for it from the faculty or Naresh IT, whatever it is, from the faculty or Naresh IT. So that means basically who is having material? Faculty or Naresh IT. Student is asking for it and getting the material. Everyone getting my point? This is non-technical example. Can I give technical example, boss? Java class. Writing JNDA lookup code. What code? JNDA lookup code to search and get data source object from JNDA registry. That means don't think that Spring only supports dependency lookup, guys. Before arrival of Spring also, there is a dependency lookup. Understanding my point? Java class writing JNDA lookup code, guys. What code? JNDA lookup code. To search and get data source object from JNDA registry. Are you comfortable, my dears? Come on. Enjoying my statement? Okay, don't worry. Sir, I don't know what is JNDA. I will explain, then we will use it. You take an object as a local variable. What is the scope of the object, guys? Local to method. You have taken object as instance variable. What is the scope of the object, guys? Specific to that invoking object. You have taken object as a static variable. What is the scope of the object? Specific to that class, right? No, sir. I want to have an object. I want to see object having global visibility and accessibility. Then you have to place in a separate software called J&A registry. Registry means small database kind of thing, small registration environment. If you want to provide global visibility to any object, that object has to be placed in J&A registry. Sir, which kind of objects we place in J&A registry? Okay, now listen. Listen. Paytm service is required for only one e-commerce website or lots of e-commerce websites? Paytm service, boss, Google Pay, Paytm, Phone Pay, these services are required in what? One e-commerce website or multiple e-commerce websites? Lots of e-commerce website. Okay. After developing Paytm service, they will take it as a local variable in the method. That object, they will take it as a local variable in the method. Instance variable, static variable. He has to think about keeping in J&A registry so that all people contacts the J&A registry to get the Paytm object and to use for payment or not. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Naresh IT is offering my services. Or I am ready to conduct the classes. If I keep my details in Naresh IT, you people can contact Naresh IT, can get my reference, my details, and later you can start attending my classes or not. So I said I'm ready to conduct the classes. I didn't announce anywhere. I didn't join any organization. So do you think am I reachable this much? Since I have become member of Naresh IT is having what? Set up to publish here and there, publicize here and there. So people are able to know about my batches and people are able to know about my services or not. Okay. I am like Paytm object. Naresh IT is like J&A registry. You all people are like e-commerce websites. You all people are like e-commerce website. E-commerce website contact J&A registry, gets the Paytm object reference and uses Paytm object reference for payment services. Student approach Naresh IT website, Naresh IT, okay, gets faculty reference and uses that faculty reference to attend the classes. Come on, come on. So what is the final conclusion? All useful objects which are required in multiple projects, multiple locations will be placed in what? J&A registry. Luckily, we have a lot of ready-made J&A registries in the market, guys. You need not to develop. COS registry, RMI registry, Tomcat J&A registry. Every server comes with one built-in J&A registry. WebLogic J&A registry, Glassfish J&A registry. Good news is if you have a server, every server comes with one built-in J&A registry. Wildfly J&A registry, the server is doing nowadays very, very well. Everyone getting my point, guys? Come on. So final conclusion is what? This is my data source object. Why I should keep data source object? Data source object contains what you know? Connection pool. Data source object represents connection pool. Yes, guys. Okay, guys. No, listen, J&A registry not for all services. J&A registry only for Java objects. So that's why don't bring UDDI registries of web services. Control your knowledge. J&A registry, guys. So that is not J&A registry. Sorry. This is JDBC connection pool. Data source object represent JDBC connection pool, guys. Connection. Connection, connection, connection. Everywhere I am taking connection. Okay, guys, give me 2 minutes time. I'm getting call from batch admin. Guys, everyone please listen carefully. Okay. Tomorrow also you have to join with the same link. Tomorrow link will not be changed, but Thursday onwards link will be changed definitely. So those who have not completed registration formalities, joining formalities, please complete as early as possible. Right. Here is my connection object, guys. Here is my connection object. Array, this is connection pool which contains readily available connection objects. And through data source object, we can get the connection object whenever we want. This is my J&A registry. This is my J&A registry. J&A registry. There are so many examples for J&A registries, guys. But in J&A registry, we can keep only Java objects, no other Java. RMI registry is there. COS registry is there. We have so many names. WebLogic registry is there. Tomcat registry is there. I mean to say WebLogic J&A registry. Tomcat J&A registry. Every server comes with its own J&A registry. Right, guys? Okay, now listen. This J&A registry like hash map, guys. Every object it maintains will have one nickname. That nickname is called J&A name. Array, when different objects are there, better to have a nickname for every object now, boss. For easy identification, boss. For easy identification. So it's look like a map collection, guys. DSJNDI. What's the name I have taken? Nickname DSJNDI. What it is having, guys? Data source object reference. Java naming and directory interface. JNDI means Java naming and directory. Now listen. PTM JNDI. PTM JNDI. Are you clear, guys? PTM JNDI. Now listen. PTM object reference. Similarly, other useful, lot of useful services, guys. Not compulsory nickname should have a J&A name. For our reference, I am taking BSC J&A. BSC Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange, BSC, BXC, Bombay Stock Exchange component reference. Right. Every object is having its own services, guys. Don't worry. So all the services I'm keeping in what? J&A registry. Okay. So these are called J&A names. Keys, guys. Keys, nothing but J&A names. Keys, nothing but J&A names. Here are the values. Okay. Object references of services. Now tell me, guys, because of this, though these are small services, since I kept in J&A registry, they have become global services or not? They have become global services or not? Yeah, this is my okay, guys. Java class or servlet component. Spring Bean target class. It can be anything, boss. Spring Bean target class. Everyone getting my point? Here I will be writing J&A lookup code. What code, guys? J&A lookup code. I will be writing J&A lookup code. Suppose I am interested to get the data source object, guys. So what I do? Listen. Initial context IC is equal to new initial context of how JDBC connection object represent connectivity between Java application and database software. This initial context object represent connectivity between what? Java application and J&A registry. Java application and J&A registry. Are you listening my statement, guys? This establishes the connection. This will take care of establishing connection. Getting my point? Now listen what I am going to do. Yeah, data source DS is equal to data source of IC.lookup. We have a ready-made method, guys. IC.lookup of what is the J&A name? What is the nickname? DS J&A. Yes. So it is now searching and getting data source object or not? This lookup method searching and getting data source object or not? Come on. Direct method is there. It will go to J&A registry and searches. Is there any object whose reference, whose nickname is, whose J&A name is? Come on, DS J&A. Yes, there. Yes, there. Search and get it. Search and get it. Once you got it, we can do whatever we want. Come on, guys. We can do whatever we want. Are you understanding my statement? Here, JDBC knowledge is not required. J&A knowledge is not required. Common sense to understand the topic is required. Come on. Everyone getting my point? So look at this method. When this method is called, when lookup method is called, it contacting J&A registry, searching. Searching. Is there any nickname called DS J&A? Yes, there. Get its object. Gathered and use it. Tell me, here target class is searching and getting object or automatically coming? It is here target class is searching and getting object. Are you getting my point, guys? So don't you think it is a dependency lookup, guys? Don't you think it's a dependency lookup, guys? Okay, guys. Yeah, high level, you can think that J&A registry is internally one kind of hash map. Okay. Okay. JDBC code using DS to complete the job, to complete the task. What we do with the data source, that's a different story. Come on. Right. Array, what is need of typecasting? This method return type is object, Babu. Why they have given object? It may have Paytm object, it may have BSC component object, X object, Y object. So if method return type is object, come on. This method can return any class object. Are you getting my point? But I want to refer with a specific object type. Then I have to do typecasting or not? I want to, I have to do typecasting or not? Come on, guys. Now listen what's happening. Look at the target class. Data source is the dependent. My Java class is the target class. Come on, guys. Okay, target class is now spending time writing logic to search and get dependent class object or not. Don't you think it's a dependency lookup, guys? Don't you think it's a dependency lookup, guys? Entire credit should be given to this class. Initial context object establish the connection with the J&A registry. Lookup method goes to J&A registry, perform search and gathering operation. Everyone getting my point there or not? Collect the reference and come back. Collect the reference and come back. Okay, guys. First, what we do? We create a data source object. Yeah. Number two, for global visibility, we keep the data source object in what? J&A registry. Number 3. Next, we develop the target class C. There we establish the connection D. We establish the connection with J&A registry. Next, we perform lookup operation E. Come on. Then we write the code using that data source object. So right now I'm feeling this is a dependent object. And I'm feeling this is target. I'm feeling this is my target class. Okay, here, come on. D is given twice, huh? Okay. Yeah, sometimes it happens, remind me. Because my focus is on other things. Everyone get DE right now? DEF. It's F. I think you felt it. Forget about whether you know JDBC or not. Forget about whether you know JNDA or not. You felt lookup or not. Target class is spending time and writing logic to go somewhere, to search for something, to get that something. And that something is nothing but dependent. Everyone getting my point there or not? Fine. Hand over your brain. Come out of psychological feeling. You don't know that this. You will learn more core Java from me, more advanced Java from me. Don't worry about it. Yes, guys. To provide global visibility and accessibility to any Java object, not for every object. J&A registry is purely for Java, boss. Any Java object, we keep its reference. Come on. We keep its reference. Video disabling option is not there in this Zoom meeting, boss. Please keep self-control of not opening videos. It is not only disturbs you, it also disturbs other people. Please cooperate. Okay? Right. Because we all are graduates. We all completed 20 to 23 years. Okay. So we know what is decency, what is decency and what is basic morals of attending any live class, right? So please cooperate. It will benefit you and it will benefit others. See, I'm here to make you as a strong developers. Please cooperate with me in that process. Please cooperate with me in that process. If it is happening unintentionally, fine. Leave it. Correct yourself. If we are switching on intentionally, please guys, I'm not here to waste my time and others' time by telling switch off cameras. Please switch off cameras. Let's be professionals. Understanding? Okay. To provide global visibility and accessibility to any object, we keep its reference. We keep its reference in the J&A registry. In the J&A registry. In the J&A registry. Okay, guys. In J&A registry, we can keep only Java object references. Java objects references. Right. Okay. The process of searching and getting objects from object references from J&A registry is called J&A lookup operation. J&A lookup operation. Everyone getting my point, guys? Come on. Is called J&A lookup operation. Examples for J&A registry. COS registry, RMI registry, okay, WebLogic registry, and etc. You need not to develop J&A registries, boss. Next. Okay, guys. Note, guys. Okay, initial context object establishes the connection between Java application and J&A registry and provides base. Come on. Provides base. Come on. Provides base to perform lookup operation. Lookup operation. Everyone getting my point, guys? Come on. I think everyone felt it, guys. Everyone felt it. What is J&A lookup? Are you able to feel this code? Right. So don't get into much technical details. Try to understand what is what. Pros of dependency lookup. Pros. What is the positives, guys? The target class can search and get only required dependent class objects. What do you say, guys? The target class can search and get only required dependent class objects. Are you with me, guys? There are so many dependents in the J&A registry. Are we getting everything? Are we getting all objects? We are getting only required objects or not? So what dependents we need, what dependents we don't need. That control is there with us or not? Cons. Cons means what? Disadvantages. Sir, you taught everything, but you didn't write what is J&A. Abbreviation of J&A is not written. Okay. Java naming and directory interface. Yes, guys. What is the cons, guys? The target class should spend time and should write logics to search and get dependent class objects. It's some burden is there or not there? Definitely some burden is there or not there? Okay, one advantage is there, one disadvantage is there. Spring supports dependency lookup. Before arrival of Spring also, there is a support for dependency injection. There is a support for dependency lookup, guys. What is number 2? Dependency injection. Dependency injection. Tell me, guys, here the underlying server or container or framework or JVM or anything else dynamically assigns or injects dependent class object to target class object. Target class need not to do anything. Dependent class need not to do anything. Everything is done by underlying server or container or framework or JRE JVM. Really, sir? Yes. First, we will see real life example. Real life example, guys. Understanding my point? Okay. I joined in the course. Sorry, you joined in the course. Naresh IT admin said, hey, this is your course material, take it. You didn't ask for it. He said, take this material. Here material is what? Searched and gathered or assigned by someone to you. Material is injected to you. Material is assigned to you, right? Okay. Who is that? Naresh IT people. So Naresh IT is a container now. Naresh IT is a server now. Keeping material ready for you. The moment you join ready course, they are assigning material to you. Don't you think it is dependency injection, guys? Are you wasting time? Are you writing logic? No, everything is done by Naresh IT. You don't request, you will get it. This is the example number 1. Technical example, now you concentrate. The moment JVM creates the object, it automatically assigns the default values to member variables. Think on it. If you feel default values are dependent values, zeros, null, 0.0, come on. Are you assigning them or JVM is dynamically assigning them? Are you assigning them or JVM is dynamically assigning them? JVM is dynamically assigning them. Don't you think it is a dependency injection, guys? Simplest example I am telling, not complex, simplest example. When our object is created for any class, you feel that class is a target class. JVM is dynamically assigning default values to member variable, 0, 0.0 null values. This is nothing but dependency injection in core Java level. Understanding my point, guys? Mr. Rakesh Kumar, injection means not hospital injection, right? Dirty fellow. Injection means assigning, injection, injecting subject injection. Sorry for scolding, I have to scold because he's comparing with hospital injection. Hospital injection is also called injection because it is injected to your body, waste fellow. Come on. Everyone getting my point there? Okay, can I scold you once in a while? Can I take the privilege of scolding you once in a while? Pyar se gaaliyan dena. Can I do that? Can I take that privilege? Old students of mine, they agree because they know the benefit of that. Why? Because they remember that concept for lifetime if I scold and tell. Okay. But newcomers, I should take your permission because some of you are working people earning lakhs of rupees money. If I say worst fellow, dirty fellow, they will feel bad. They will feel bad. My father also never scolded me. Who are you to scold? So don't think like that. It's for your benefit. It's for my benefit. In the flow, they will come sometimes. They will be in the control. Don't worry. Maximum worst fellow, dirty fellow. Don't worry. More than that, I don't scold much. Yes. But don't worry. After 6 months, 4 months, 3 months of attending my classes, worst fellow may not look like a scolding. It may look like appreciation. But if you observe, lot of my posting, success stories which I post in the Facebook, I feel very happy when they're written like this. One of your worst fellow has become what? Successful person. One of your worst fellow has become what? Useful person. Today also, just before class, I read it. Okay. Right, guys. Right, guys. See, my intention of scolding and giving answer sometimes is very simple. If I give answer normally, you may forget. If I give answer with pinching or scolding, you will remember. At least you won't repeat the mistake. Yes. Okay. Shall we get into the subject, boss? Right. The way JVM assigns default values to member variables. The moment object is created by JVM is also one kind of dependency injection. Everyone able to feel it, guys? Yeah. Next one. Yeah, it may be through default constructor. It may be through what? Parameterized constructor. But assigning values is also injection, guys. Right. Okay. I think this example only for the people who know servlet. Whenever servlet container creates our servlet class object, you might have studied in servlet lifecycle. Recollect. One object is automatically created and assigned to our servlet class object. That is servlet config object. What do you say, guys? That is servlet config object. The way servlet config object is assigned to servlet class object by servlet container. Don't you think dependency injection is happening? Are you searching and getting servlet config object to servlet class object? No. Servlet container only dynamically assigning what? Servlet config object to our servlet class object. Esa no na. The way book is assigned to student the moment he joined for a course. The moment he joined for the course, right? Similarly, the moment servlet class object is ready, the servlet container dynamically assigns servlet config object to our servlet class object or not? Okay, now tell me here, pulling of dependent is happening or pushing of dependent is happening? Here, the underlying server container framework or runtime environment pushing the dependent object to target object. What do you say, guys? Pushing the dependent object to target object. Enjoyed my statement or not? Full and final example, guys. Full and final conclusion. You have gone to relative's house. Okay, otherwise you are a newly married boy. You have visited Sasuma ka gar. Sasur ka gar, fine. Sasuma or Sasur ka gar. That too as a newly married boy. Okay. You will ask, I need that, I need this? No. Everyone getting my point? Did you ask, I need this, I need that? No, boss. No. Okay. Whenever food is ready, they will assign to you or not? They will inject to you or not? Say something, boss. So there, food is dependent and you are the target. So food is injected to you or requested by you? Food is injected to you. Food is assigned to you the moment it is ready for you, right? Okay. You have come to your home, guys. Okay. Your mother is busy watching serials. Your sister also busy watching serials. If you are a married person, your wife is also busy watching serials. Okay. You are feeling hungry. You request, can I get the food? They don't respond. Okay. They don't respond. Okay. Again, you will ask, can I get the food? Again, they don't respond because they are busy in the serial emotion. Yes or no? They are busy in what? Serial emotion. They are discussing a lot, but they are not discussing about your hungriness. You got angry and shouted. Then they have gone to kitchen. They have taken the food and given to you. Tell me, guys, here what's happening, boss? Dependency lookup is happening, injection is happening. Dependency lookup is happening, injection is happening. Here lookup is happening. You are pulling the food. You are pulling the food by requesting for the food. So I think if by remembering this one example, you got a clear-cut clarity about what is dependency lookup, what is dependency injection. Crystal clear clarity is there or not there? Goosebumps are coming or not? Right. Good news is Spring supports both dependency lookup and dependency injection. But Spring is always famous for dependency injection. Rather dependency lookup, we prefer using more of dependency lookup in the Spring, boss. Sorry, more of dependency injection in the Spring. 95% we use dependency injection in Spring and only 5% we prefer going for dependency lookup. Why, you will get to know after giving pros and cons. So shall I write some points here, guys? Here, underlying container or server. Okay. We will see everything practically, my dear. I am building the concept. So far you studied subject in a wrong angle. First concept building will be there. Then that will be registered in the brain. Based on that code, storyboard will be prepared. Then we will implement the practicals. There are 3 levels in my teaching. Number 1, building concept. Number 2, storyboard of the code. What code we are going to write, that storyboard will be prepared. Then implementation. Once we got the maturity in the coding, concept building, implementation will be there. We avoid storyboard preparation because we got maturity. We have become senior developers. This is my style of teaching. Okay. and I don't know where you studied, what you studied, how you studied earlier. Okay, if I open Eclipse, I want to listen code from you people. I don't want to write the code. Everything I will explain in the paintbrush. Final implementation, we go to Eclipse. Is that clear? So don't expect I should open Eclipse 24/7 in the classroom. Impossible. Because I believe in concept building, right? I believe in concept building, then implementation. So I don't know who are not my students earlier. You have to adjust to this model, boss. And you will feel difference very soon in few days. When I write the first application, you only tell 90-95% code. Like that, I prepare background. That's why I take time to launch first application. But when I launch first application, you only tell everything. Is that clear, guys? Okay. Taste this one once. Taste this model of learning once. Then you never leave. Okay. So here the underlying container or server or framework. Framework. JVM or JRE or another service. Another service. Dynamically assigns. What is that? Dependent class object to target class object at runtime. At runtime. Here, the underlying server container, some dot pushes dependent class object to target class object. Yes, guys. Example. Student getting material. Okay. And one more thing, clarity, guys. Some people are saying demos are over when the real course starts. For you, they are demos. For me, course is going on from day one onwards. Is that clear? So for me, course is going on from day one onwards. Understanding my point? If you miss one class, two class, you will get the backup videos. Initial classes, not an issue. But don't think that, okay, demo classes are different, real course is different. That is not going to happen with me. Come on, right? So, okay, student getting course material. I don't have that much time to conduct demo separately, course separately. I am conducting course in the beginning classes. You are taking as a demos. That's it. Student getting course material dynamically from faculty. Tell me, the moment he joins the course. The moment he joins the course. That is example 1. Example 2. The way JVM assigns default values to object like 0, 0.0, null, and etc. The moment, come on, the moment JVM creates the object for Java class. Yes, here default values to object, guys. Okay, here default values are dependent values. Okay, Java class, here target class. Example 3. The way servlet container assigns servlet config object to servlet config object to servlet class object. The moment it creates servlet class object. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. These are this one. Right. Pros and cons, yes. Shall we observe pros, guys? Pros. Tell me. Target class can directly use dependent class object and its services. Yes. Another pros. Target class need not to spend time or need not to write logics to search and get dependent class object. Target class need not to spend time or need not to write logic to get search dependent class object, because the underlying means where we are running container server, okay, takes care of this task, takes care of this work. Done, boss. What is another cons, guys? What is cons? Array, underlying container may inject both necessary and unnecessary. I really don't care about default values. I'm not using default unnecessarily, na boss. I really don't use servlet config object in my entire servlet program. Wasted, na boss. When you go to Sasural ka ghar, right? When you go to Sasural ka ghar, the class that uses other class services is called target class. Please stop thinking. Okay, I go. One more request, guys. Some people are having little Spring knowledge here and there. Keep that knowledge aside. Hand over your brain as if you don't know anything in Spring. Because some people are unnecessarily linking this knowledge with the future topics and confusing themselves and putting lot of questions here and there on the Spring. Stop thinking like that. There's an order of learning. Everything will be discussed. Clear? You hand over your brain as if you don't know Spring. That will be good for you and good for me. Most importantly, good for Spring, boss. Because you will not miss the clarity in the subject. Right. Cons, guys. The underlying server or container or something else may inject both necessary and unnecessary objects. Are you feeling it? Both necessary and unnecessary objects. Array, when you go to your relative's house, they will serve the food what you like, or they will serve the food what they have. They will serve the food what they prepared, what they have. They don't serve the food what is required, right? Okay. If you are a newly married boy, initial 10 days fresh food, your choice food. 11th day onwards, your choice will go. 15th day onwards, freshness will go. And after 1 month, they will wait for when you leave the home. Aisa no na? Right, guys. Unnecessary and both necessary and unnecessary objects, guys. Right. Dependency injection. Now listen. Spring containers support both dependency lookup and dependency injection. What do you say, guys? It supports both dependency lookup and dependency injection. But, okay, in real-time projects, okay, we use dependency injection a lot. Why, sir? Array, everything is taken care by container. Now, why we bothered, right? Why we bothered? We are least bothered. We are least bothered. Understanding? So that's why container based dependency injection is very, very popular in Spring. 95% projects, 95% use cases, 95% situation we prefer what? Dependency injection. Only 5% situation will think about what? Dependency lookup. Don't worry, I will cover both dependency lookup and dependency injection. Everyone getting my point, guys? Right. Dependency management in Spring also. It is also called as, guys, it is also called as what? Dependency management in Spring. Okay, yeah. Pratik asked one good question. Sir, everything injected through configuration now. Okay, everything is injected. How unnecessarily will be injected? That's what I said. This knowledge I have given with respect to Spring without keeping Spring in mind. This I introduced as a generic knowledge, Spring specific knowledge. Generic knowledge, right? Is there any Spring here? No. So now tell me, I don't use servlet config object in my entire servlet, but still servlet container injects servlet config object. Say something, my dear. Yes or no? So that means it's a waste object for me. It's a waste object for me. What do you say, guys? That's what I'm saying. Don't link with the Spring until I link. Is that clear? Okay. Dependency management or IOC in Spring, right? Okay. So it can be how many ways, guys? 2 ways. Number 1, dependency lookup. Spring supports. Next. Number 2, dependency injection. Dependency injection. And interesting thing is, Spring is having support for 5 types of dependency injection. Are you understanding my point? Yes. Right, boss. Now listen. Fight setter injection. Array, nothing is there. Underlying container uses setter method for injection process. Constructor injection. Underlying container uses what? Underlying container uses what? Come on. Parameterized constructor for injection process, guys. Next, aware injection, which is also called interface injection. Array, this is very interesting, guys. Interface injection. Interface injection. Also called as contextual injection. Contextual injection. Please switch off your cameras. What do you mean by that? Array, nothing is there. When Spring Bean implements some special interfaces, then only injections will happen. That injection won't happen every time. When Spring Bean implements some special injections, then only injections will happen. Is that clear, guys? That's why it is called aware injection, because those interface names starts with aware word. So since injection is happening because of interface implementation, that's why interface injection. Contextual injection, one more name in that regard, we will see technically later. Next, what? Lookup method injection. This is very great one, guys. We are going to see all these things practically. Method injection. Method injection. Method injection, also called method replacer. F. Field injection, guys. Field injection only in annotation driven configuration. In XML driven configuration, not possible, guys. Field injection is possible only in annotation driven configuration. So total how many ways of dependency management we are going to study, guys? 6 plus 7. Here 1, here 6. Total 7 modes of injections we are going to discuss. Are you understanding my point, guys? Come on. FI. Oh, it is field. Field means member variable. On the member variable, we directly do injection, boss. That's the meaning of it. Field injection, but only in annotation driven configuration it is possible. Spring supports both. When to use which injection, when to go for lookup, dependency lookup, when to go for dependency injection. Everything will be discussed with crystal clear clarity. I will give one suggestion here. Whenever interviewer asks the question, can you explain different modes of IOC, different modes of dependency management? Everyone listen carefully. Everyone listen carefully. People generally use 2 answers. Setter injection, constructor injection. Most of the working people, working professionals don't know these names also. Aware injection, lookup method injection, field injection. I don't think they will use regularly. So they don't open mouth and they don't take these 4 terminologies. I want my student to talk about total 6 plus 1, 7 injection and make a difference. Okay, then what happens, when you take these new names, interviewer start asking, can you explain aware injection? Array, he's asking question what you have expected. He asks what is method injection. Again, he's asking question, right? He's asking question what you have expected. That means you are driving interviewer is driving you. You are driving interviewer, you are driving interviewer is driving you. Yes. McGrath-Bowler? Everyone. Oh, okay, guys. Listen. Yes, one working person is conforming. I'm a working guy. I know only setter and constructor injection. But remaining injections also very popular, and there are some special use cases. There are some special use cases where we need other injections. Everyone getting my point? Okay, guys. In future, I will make you to read documentation. I will make you to read PDF files. For the timing, just hand over your brain to me. Come on. See, majority times we use setter and constructor, sometimes field injection, but in remaining things also equally popular in the companies for special use cases. McGrath-Bowler is known for speed, is known for accuracy. He is known for speed, he is known for accuracy. He is known for his line and length. If you want to bowl a ball in a certain angle, in certain direction with a certain speed, he will bowl. That's why in his bowling, even though batsman hits the ball very hardly, it will go to what? Boundary fielder. It will reach to boundary fielder. Getting boundaries in his bowling is very difficult. He is known for his accuracy, is known for line and length. That means he makes batsmen to play the shots in the angle you want. Yes. If you have a grip on the subject, if you have a good knowledge on Spring or good knowledge on Java, you can be McGrath-Bowler to interviewer. Why? Because no interviewer comes to interview room with a ready-made question paper. Your first question answer is based for second question. Second question answer is based for third question. Okay, he asked, can you explain different injections you know? You said all the 6. And he filed lookup method injection new. And he asked, what is that? And there use some more new terminology. Again, he will ask one more question on that. Again, there use some more new terminology. Again, he will ask some more question. Now tell me guys. What happens? He's asking only the question what you have expected or not. Gone. Entire interview is there in your control or not. So that is possible when you have a grip on complete subject. When you have grip on complete subject. As a fresher experienced person. Interview is not asking question and answer. Interview is all about, come on. Interview is all about discussion of the subject, boss. He will treat you as a guest and he will go for discussion of the subject. It's a conversation between two technical people about the subject. So it's lot of continuity will be there in the questioning and answering, boss. So that's why learn subject and get benefit from that. So shall I go for last discussion? Yes. With this, our background preparation is over. Tomorrow onward, first application related coding storyboard will be clear. Coding storyboard will be given on the setter injection, then application development. Everyone got the clarity, guys? Come on. Right. Now listen carefully. What is the difference between IOC and dependency injection? I think some people already heard this question, right? What is the difference between IOC and dependency injection? Inversion of control and dependency injection. I will answer this question tomorrow. How much you can pull about this question, you pull it. And compare my answer with your answer. Okay, it's not compulsory. Every answer you gathered from internet. Every answer you gathered from internet must be correct, guys. Okay, I will give definitely grateful answer, nice answer. Already we covered, but I didn't highlight certain 1-2 points. I will highlight in tomorrow's session and we will go. It is a damn sure interview question, whatever experience you keep in the spring. For fresher also, it is there. For fresher also, it is a mandatory. For experienced people also, it's a mandatory. Without asking this question, your core module interview will not be over. Difference between bean factory container and application context container. Difference between IOC and dependency injection. Indirectly is asking difference between dependency management and dependency injection. Right. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Okay. Observe. Theory only, concept only, this much interesting means. What about practicals? What about coding? What about internals? What about executions? You will get goosebumps. You will definitely get goosebumps. You will be on the edge of the chairs every day. You will be on the edge of the chairs. What next? What next kind of thing? Okay. My simple request is, okay. My simple request to you people is, whatever spring knowledge you are already having, keep that aside, hand over your fresh brain to me. So that subject clash will not come, concept clash will not come. And moreover, whenever you get a doubt, I want you people to hold that question for 5 to 10 minutes time. 5 to 10 minutes time, because I believe most of your questions will be answered in next 5 to 10 minutes discussion. I started one line. You asked, what is that? Not going to work out. Just hold it for 5 to 10 minutes. I definitely believe I'm going to address subject in the angle you want. Right, boss. Yes. Advanced Java knowledge is not required, but parallelly you have to attend core Java and advanced. Parallelly you have to attend advanced Java and Spring. Before I launch Spring MVC, make sure that you are going to learn Servlet JS. Okay. I3 is okay, but I5 is manageable. I5 processor is manageable. Understanding my point? Yes. Right. Don't worry, initial classes backup videos will be given. Okay, right now I'm sharing starting 7 classes backup videos. Once other videos are ready, you can go for it. Funny Kumar, only Spring Stack course, that means complete end-to-end Spring learning, is 6,000. Okay, thank you guys. There is no need of writing notes. Everyday notes will be shared. Okay, everyone please concentrate. Like this, I upload the notes. Once the formalities are over, I even try to give Google Classroom if it is supporting properly, because batch size is more, means some problems are coming. So NTSP 615 basics, September 7th, Spring Core. Done. Okay, listen, you just refresh. See, you remember your batch code, NTSP BMS 615, Spring Boot Microservices 615. Remember this. Every day one file will be there with that batch code. Go to these 3 dots, download. Come on. It will be downloaded to download section. Copy paste in a separate folder. And there arrange the files in a date wise. Okay. Open in the paintbrush, study it. Okay. Classroom applications will be given through this one. Can you explain once what are the things will be covered in the whole course? I already uploaded course material, course curriculum, guys. Spring Basic, Spring Boot, Spring, all modules in Spring Boot angle. Next, microservices, Spring Security, Spring MVC, Spring Batch, lots more. This is the course curriculum. On 26th date, I have uploaded one course PDF document talking about this. Okay, Java 8, fine. Java 16 also, okay. Minimum Java 8 is required. How many classes happened so far? I think 5-6 classes are completed, seriously. I have selected in screen text. What next? They will call you and to go further process. I have Wi-Fi. It's good, guys. How much time we have to complete servlet? You have a lot of, I think here you have nearly 50-60 days to complete, to get into servlet. Okay. Yes, you can ask, no problem. Upload Hibernate class notes, please. I'll upload. Anyone Spring Boot microservice is there? I am from that one. You are asking in the same batch. Great, guys. Someone, instead of keeping in chat box, they are keeping here. Right. They will call you and they will tell the procedure. Suresh, microservice design patterns will be covered. Minimum design patterns will be covered. Some design patterns we are trying to launch as a separate course, like Java design patterns, Spring microservice design patterns together. What is the Spring 4 course fees are? 6,000 rupees. Some discount possible. I have to attend previous batch of Spring only. Funny Kumar, talk to admin, tell your problem. Naresh IT is not a commercial minded company. Definitely they will help you. Okay. Abdul Mohid, once Spring Basics and Spring Boot knowledge came, you can come for morning classes. How many classes are required to complete Spring Basics? I think we'll spend, once first application development started, from there you will spend 30-35 sessions on what? Spring Basics. Then Spring Boot Basics will come. Okay, now, Nagurtu, you can talk to me through mails. I want to finish little early by parallel joining batch. Yes, once new module is started in the morning batch, I will call you for morning batch. Okay, guys. Saga and CQRS will be covered, definitely covered. Okay, is there any difference between Servlet 3 and Servlet 4 and 5? Definitely there. Servlet 4 and 5, asynchronous communication, lot of annotations are added, dynamic registration of Servlet, but not that much difference. Few features they have added. Okay, guys. Fine. Okay. Satish, import gives visibility of the class. Extends gives inheritance of the superclass properties to subclass. Okay, I'll give one real life example, you will understand. You are a member of one colony. Park is visible to you. Park is visible to you, right? And you are a son of your father. Whatever your father owns, you will get it. One is extending, one is visibility. Is that clear? IOC means inversion of control. That is what I am going to talk in tomorrow's class. Dependency management is also called IOC. That is what I am going to talk in tomorrow's class. Right. Right. Rajendra, NGINX server is not required in our Spring Boot programming. Right. Thank you. Right. Query DSL is included in course or not. While learning Gradle, you will be learning DSL, boss. In Gradle, you will be learning DSL. Okay. Is the trainer online classes, trainer or just videos? Abdul Moeed, I will be taking live classes from day 1 to last day. I am against of giving recorded videos. When content is changing continuously, how can we give recorded videos? Okay. Shaker, it is definitely high. Okay, I will talk to admin. He will reduce the things. Don't worry. Shaker, I will talk to admin. Don't worry. Okay, I want to do advanced Java parallel with Spring. Is it okay? You can do, not a problem. Please share yesterday backup video. Still not uploaded. Once it is ready, we can go for it. Pluggable framework means by just adding jar file, we can add that framework to any project. Right, guys. Java x.swing.frame. Why we also import? In order to import, first of all, visibility should be there, na Satish? To import, to make your class getting properties of another class, first of all, visibility should be there, na? Mr. Satish, I think your core Java basics not so clear. First of all, you should have visibility in order to inherit, right? So that's why first to get the visibility, we go for importing, and to extend your class from any predefined or user-defined class, we go for extends. Okay, Akshay, contact the admin. He will tell the procedure. I am sharing the admin contact number. Just contact the admin. You give WhatsApp message to me. We will explain how to go further. Anyhow, you will get a mail also. Right. I didn't conduct core Java batch from. I didn't conduct core Java from the beginning. I'm into advanced topics, boss. Okay, guys. Sumit, definitely you will be allowed. Put a request to admin. Okay, guys. Nitesh, you have to talk to admin, boss. Generally, I don't interfere in financial matters. Please talk to admin. Please talk to admin. Okay. Hemasri, morning batch is in the middle of the course. You cannot brush up. It's an advanced topic. It's towards last topics it's going on. Okay. Angular course is starting. Yes, you can go and attend as a free course. No problem. Do you need to attend for offline classes? React if course is offline. You can attend offline or online according to your comfort. Okay, guys. Nuzin, Satish, I think you are making me to teach core Java. You want to see your class also acting as a JFrame. That's why extends a JFrame. But you don't want to see your class acting as a scanner. You want to just utilize a scanner. I think you are understanding my point. You want to see your class also acting as another JFrame having extra facilities. That's why you are extending from JFrame. But you don't want to see your class acting as a scanner. You want to just utilize the scanner. That's why you are importing scanner. Fine. Can I show my gap as experience? Yes, definitely. 4 to 5 years gap you can show. What about 5:40 p.m. batch? That is basic Spring course. Spring and introduction to Spring Boot will be there in that course. Advanced Java 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. very difficult. Admin is saying talk to faculty is not responding queries on Advanced Java. Abhay Verma, I didn't get you what your question, boss. I didn't get your query. You want to attend everything in 11 o'clock? Attend it, not a problem. First attend. At the time of filtering, we can talk to them. Thank you guys. Have a nice time. We'll meet tomorrow. Okay. Ravi, only initial class recordings will be provided. Later, every class you have to attend live because we don't sell the records. We don't sell the recordings. That's very clear. We sell only content. Initial classes will be given as a backup. That's it. Fine. Yes. Till now, recordings I already shared in the chat box. Please collect it. Yes. Playlist is there for different topics. In future, I will give that information. But all are intro videos. All are intro videos. Right. Vinay, if you join in this course, there is no need of learning Spring separately. This covers end to end of Spring. This covers end to end of Spring. Right. Kushal. Okay, guys. Abhay Verma, take a break, inform to admin and attend next batch whenever early morning, late night batches starts. Okay, batch shifting is possible. Cancellation is not possible. Tomorrow, same link. Day after tomorrow, link will change. Thank you. See, basic core Java is sufficient. Anything in JDBC added advantage. Rabi, definitely discount will be there. Talk to admin. Abhay Verma, maybe in future 6 p.m. advanced Java may be there. Thank you. Have a nice time.